This video is on the association logos. So you may have noticed on some people's sites, maybe they're a motorcycle dealership and they have certain logos of their bikes and manufacturers up there. This is that sort of section. So first thing that we're going to do is we're going to go in here and let's create a new logo. So it gives you by default just a simple logo. Let's go in and edit this, and we're going to replace it. So let's upload a logo, and we're going to grab, say, this one here, and this is a transparent logo. And ideally, when you do all of this, you're going to want transparent logos. So let's save that, and our new company logo is here. Now, the difference with this is when you see usually like professional websites and stuff like that, all these logos will sort of be the same color and muted. So we have a whole bunch of sort of scales in here. So we can actually turn this logo to grayscale, and we can adjust, say, contrast to this logo and brightness of this logo. So we can actually almost sit here and tweak this and make this a grayscale logo itself. All right, let's go back out here and let's talk about some presets. So we do have some. Let's bring in, say, no, sorry, I'm going to get samples, and I'm going to grab all the motorcycle manufacturers. So yes. And you can see we do have some samples in here. Now, when you do these logos, when you bring these in, of course, they're all going to be offline. So any of these logos that you change, you're going to need or want to use, you're going to need to turn these online. So let's go turn a whole bunch of these online. And I'm going to show you how these logos actually really look before we sort of altered these. So let's go into one of these logos, and I want to reset the style of this logo. And you can see, you can barely even see it. The background's all white, you can only see the center of this. And I can take this and say copy to all logo styles. So you can see now that all these logos were all different colors, and it would make your site look like a Christmas tree. So ideally, that's not what you want. And some of these are not even legible. So this is where you're going to get into changing the styles. So one, let's make this grayscale. And this is this logo up here. And let's set the contrast, the brightness right down. And let's make this completely grayscale and change the contrast. The brightness sort of back down. So what we want is we want an overall sort of just gray logo itself. So you might have to play with some of these. You might have to work with transparency. You might have to work with brightness. But overall, you want these logos to sort of have sort of the same color. So now once I've done that, I've sort of something that I'm happy with, I can go back to all these other logos that I've uploaded and say copy styles. And it'll go through to every single logo that I had there and copy sort of the settings that I had. So now when I go back to this, they're all back to that sort of nice grayscale. And let's take a look at what you need to do. Now all these logos are live, but you will need to go back out to the main content, and you will need to go and turn on association logos. They will not show up unless you go in here and turn them on. So unfortunately, that's the way the whole main content works on the site. So turning these live and turning them on is what you would need to do. So let's just take a quick look at the website and let's see what we came up with here. So we will scroll down, and there's all our association logos. Now, there are also links on each one of these. And one thing that really helps your site is links away and links to your site. Let me just go back into the admin area. Okay, so under each one of these, let's go into edit this. You're going to have up here the settings, and then you're going to have a link. And in our preset logos, they actually link to the manufacturer. So each one of these logos, like BMW, because this is a motorcycle collection, links to BMW's motorcycle page, and then also has sort of a description of those images. So the last part of this section is sort of your content. So at the top, we sort of, because we didn't have any logos, let's go set into, say, specialized service and repair. So we're going to set that, and let's rewrite this content. So this will give us sort of, we work with any sort of model, and you can change all this text, but depending on sort of what you have, you might be using accreditations, you might use certified in. So it gives you some content to start with as well. So also, if I say get logos, anytime you go in here, let's say window and door, and it'll prompt you to tell you that it's going to remove all the logos that you already had. So make sure if you do this, you go back to the home page, you're going to see that this is why you turn off association on or off in the main settings. So that's basically our association logos. Hope all that helped. Thanks.